What has happened since the writing of the article in terms of interest in the story?
Let me take it before the trial and after the trial, if I
Okay.
may. First, when I discovered that there was a serial killer on trial in Newark, an easy train ride from Manhattan, I went in to the court assuming it to be mobbed, and that we would have to get on a list, that we would have to fight our way into the courtroom to get a seat. There was no one in the courtroom. There was
Unbelievable.
a reporter for the first couple of days from the Star Ledger, NJ.com, but she was pulled off the case within a couple of days
What do you attribute that
because of
to?
the racism.
Hmm. Right.
I mean, all of it's pretty obvious.
Hmm.
All of the New York TV, radio, cable, and I won't say cable. I don't know about cable, but local TV, radio, and newspaper reporters and editors who work on crime knew about this case. And the way we know they knew about the case is because they showed up to the vigil held for Sarah Butler at the beginning, and they all showed up for the guilty verdict at the end. None of them covered the middle.
Hmm.
And that's because for everyone involved in the case was black, and with the exception, I believe, of Sarah Butler, I believe you can call that an exception, all were sex workers. And if one of the victims had been a cute blonde girl, this would have been one of the crimes of the century.
No doubt.
Instead, we were the only ones in the court case, and I think that's the travesty. So then, after we published this, and I take a little bit of credit in saying that's a terrible story, but a great story. We need to cover it, and it didn't really cross my mind that everybody is black, in all the main characters black, and so credit to my editors for agreeing with me on that. After we published this long story, the reaction was quite different. I've done some stories that received some attention from producers of podcasts, movies, and TV shows. I've received a few calls over the years. This one was completely different. I received dozens of phone calls and emails from producers. Everyone with a byline in the story did. My editors did. People at Gannett Corporate, who own the record, they received inquiries. It must have been over 100 producers and production companies approached us about acquiring the rights to the story.